This week, 5 ways to protect a homeowner's retirement from inflation. Welcome back to the Industry Leader Update. If we're being honest, we can say that we are in uncertain and historic times. Many Americans feel that we're entering into an economic recession or already have. But our present state of affairs should come as no surprise. In essence, the bill has come due for years of money printing and also trillions of dollars of economic stimulus pumped into world economies, all in the effort to stave off the worst impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic on our economy. But today, retirees are finding themselves stuck between a rock and a hard place, between a fixed income and their dollar being eroded by inflation. Last week, Yahoo Finance reported a survey reveals that 89% of Americans between the ages of 60 and 75 believe there is a retirement savings crisis. American Advisors Group surveyed 1,500 individuals across the country, and their respondents reported to be reducing their discretionary spending or in some instances tapping into their home equity. But the sad reality is, even those who had saved enough to retire now find themselves pinched by inflation, which, by the way, reached historic levels last year. And recent data does reveal that the rate of inflation is slowing. That's good news, but the Federal Reserve may be unable to keep a lid on increasing costs. The Fed's efforts to curb inflation would be undermined severely should several countries abandon the U.S. dollar as a world reserve asset, and that would push trillions of dollars back onto our shores. But let's go back to what retirees may be actually able to control: their cash flow. Increasingly older Americans on a fixed income are returning to the workforce, that according to a recent USA Today report. And that retirement boomerang has lured many into the retail and service sector specifically. That became clear to me in our city, observing local app delivery drivers for Uber Eats or DoorDash. They're no longer predominantly millennials or college kids, but now include a significant number of individuals who appear to be over the age of 60. All which brings us to the question: how older Americans can survive today's inflationary environment. And there are a myriad of options, but here are just 5 to consider discussing with your potential borrowers or homeowners. The first option, as we just mentioned, is to return to work. Now, if one's health allows, that's a quick fix to a cash flow problem. The second option is to increase their withdrawals from their retirement savings. Now, that's going to solve the immediate need for cash, but it has a significant cost. It's going to shorten the length of their sustainable withdrawals, or just how long that retirement savings will last them. The third choice is to take Social Security benefits sooner than later. Now, while the delay of Social Security has been touted as a strategy, it's actually an uncertain proposition. After all, no one knows if they're going to live long enough to enjoy the anticipated payouts. Fourth is to cut discretionary spending. And that may help some weather today's inflationary environment, but for others, that cost cutting is going to fall short. And the fifth option is to protect one's retirement savings is by tapping into their home's value with a reverse mortgage. Now, that loan is certainly a path to incurring and increasing debt. We won't deny that. But its benefits are unique and often well suited for those not concerned about leaving their home as a bequest to family members. Now, there may be some that are tempted to tap into their home equity with a HELOC or home equity line of credit. They may want to think again, as the required payments are going to erase some of that cash flow benefit, and perhaps most, if not all of it, when the loan does fully amortize to a higher monthly mortgage payment. Now, no one likes to feel that they're pushed into a corner to make a decision, yet that's exactly where inflation has left many. But discussing potential solutions to mitigate at least the worst effects of inflation, that empowers the homeowner to make a fully informed decision, one that hopefully provides a long-lasting and bona fide benefit. Now, what are your thoughts? If you'd leave your comments in the comment section below, and if you would share today's video as well, you can do that on your LinkedIn or Facebook profiles. We always appreciate that, and I've seen many of you do that. Thank you, by the way. And don't forget, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. That way you never miss an upcoming episode. Catching up on the latest reverse mortgage news, we've made it very simple with you with our weekly podcast, HECM World Weekly. Apple users can listen and subscribe on iTunes. Thanks again for joining us, and be sure to return next week for more reverse mortgage news, commentary, and analysis here at Hack and World.